Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, January 13, 2022. The long-awaited Tourism Workers Pension Scheme has now been officially launched for hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans employed in the industry directly or indirectly. It was launched at the Montego Bay Convention Center yesterday by Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett. He says this is a historic first for Jamaica as well as the rest of the world, pointing out that while most other pension plans relate to different companies or entities, this scheme embraces all workers, entrepreneurs, and stakeholders.
There is no other country in the world that has a comprehensive tourism workers pension plan. No other country in the world. Jamaica is the first country in the world to have this plan.
The Tourism Workers Pension Scheme was rolled out with Guardian Life as fund administrators and Sagicor Group Jamaica as fund managers. More than half of the $1 billion seed money provided by the government of Jamaica has already been dispersed to the scheme. Participants in the plan are protected by state legislation, with the Financial Services Commission managing the surveillance and regulatory framework to safeguard against breaches and unscrupulous behavior. Also, a tourism worker is to be included on the scheme's board of trustees. Minister Bartlett says the pension fund could become $1 trillion in 10 years, making it a game changer and huge bit of economic initiative.
And I could see the impact in the years, not only of providing the social safety net for the workers that are so badly needed, but also provide, as I said, a pool of critical capital for growth and development, not just in Jamaica, but indeed in the Caribbean.
The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, will be making several changes to its planning, permission, and building approval processes to make it far more efficient, transparent, and accountable. Mayor of Kingston, Senator Councillor Delroy Williams, made the disclosure Tuesday at the KSAMC's first monthly meeting of the new year.
We are bent on improving the process and finding opportunities for improvement. This leadership of the council is not interested in grandstanding and in knee-jerk reaction. We are seeking solutions for a sector that is critical to the city's economy.
Some amendments have already been made to include the posting of all approved and refused applications on the corporation's website. An information and communications technology-based complaint system has been implemented. Mayor Williams adds that the chief engineer must now submit a detailed list of all building works and their status on the last working day of each month. And there will now be mandatory inspections every 3 months for every development and designated stages of completion. Letters have been sent to the Prime Minister and the Ministries of Local Government and Finance recommending procedural and legislative changes in the KSAMC as well as other ministries and municipalities that impact the approval processes. The Ministry of Education is working with eLearning Jamaica to procure a total of 42,311 tablets and laptop devices. These will be distributed among lower primary and secondary students.
eLearning Jamaica Limited has already procured 11,500 tablets and is presently preparing to start the distribution to lower secondary school students in the rural schools across the island. This will help to significantly reduce, as we know, the digital divide. We've had a significant effort on that.
The Education Minister says that, to date, approximately 130,000 tablets and laptops have been distributed to teachers and students, with special focus on students enrolled on the Program of Advancement through Health and Education, PATH.
As a government, we will continue with the many initiatives started last year to get to our goal of a device in the hands of every student in Jamaica to help the learning process.
The Education Ministry will continue to provide audiovisual lessons via the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica, PBCJ, and the Ministry's 2 new channels through the eHome School Network. Meanwhile, as at January 10, approximately 954 of the 983 primary and high schools have been approved as COVID-19 compliant by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. The update came from Education Minister Favour Williams in an address to Parliament on Tuesday. Minister Williams explains that a COVID-compliant school has wash stations or sinks where the children have easy access to wash their hands, distance markers to make the students aware of how far apart to stand or sit from each other, and an isolation room with its own bathroom facilities.
In this environment of the new Omicron virus, our priority is to keep our children as safe as we can while they are in the school environment.
A guide for the reopening of educational institutions called the Emergencies in Education Manual is on its third version. It was published at the start of the pandemic and distributed electronically to all principals.
There's also a section dealing with the National School Learning and Intervention Plan, responsibilities of school administrative staff, responsibilities of parents. So, Madam Speaker, we have been taking care to ensure that we disseminate information to our principals or teachers to help them to manage during this COVID pandemic.
And finally, Jamaica's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Jacqueline Bisese McKenzie, is advising persons to remain at home and monitor themselves if they develop mild flu-like symptoms. If symptoms worsen or persist beyond 3 days, or you have a chronic illness, medical advice should be sought from a private or public health doctor.
This can be from your private practitioner, from the health center, or from the parish health department.
The CMO points out that persons may be advised to do a COVID-19 test, which can be done privately or in the public health system by referral.
A list of public health testing sites is available on the Ministry of Health and Wellness's website. Persons with severe symptoms should seek immediate medical attention.
The health advisory comes as the country is going through a fourth wave of COVID-19 infections as well as the flu season. To prevent infections, all persons are encouraged to frequently wash their hands, wear a mask, get vaccinated, take a booster if it's due, observe physical distance, avoid crowded spaces, stay hydrated, exercise regularly, and eat healthy. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.